I cheated on my ex-wife, then got cheated on by my new wife. What do I do?
Stop getting married.
That's right. And this comes from Sewing Seasons. Yeah, who says, I, 37 male, have been with my wife, 26 female, for 5 years and married for 4. Which means this man in his 30s was with the 21-year-old until she's now 26.
Maybe don't date immature people. I feel like, hey, not all 21-year-olds are immature,
Totally.
but maybe OP is dating immature 21-year-olds.
That's what I'm saying.
That cheat.
I'm here. I'm with you. We have 3 kids from her previous relationships.
Ooh, damn.
21 already had 3 kids, who are 2 boys and 1 girl between the ages of 5 and 8. I really love her and her kids. Things were perfect until between the ages of 5 and 8.
So wait,
She has 3 kids.
And she's 24?
She's 26.
She's 26? So she had a kid at 18.
Ooh. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Quick.
Early. I really love her and her kids. Things were perfect until 3 or 4 months ago. I've had 3 big promotions in 5 years. We bought a house together. She stays home with the kids and is trying to make a social media career happen. I have always been on the fence about, oh, you laughing, huh, Riley?
No, he
laughing,
laughed.
Huh?
He laughed.
Oh,
He
yeah?
laughed.
Yeah?
I don't laugh. I was
What's
laughing
so
because he was
funny?
laughing.
I mean, I'm just like, hey, making a social media career happen is hard.
It's tough.
You
It
know?
You know
is
how
tough.
much these boys have had to grind?
You
get
have
this
to
happen?
really grind. You can't just be posting a few TikToks. You got to post every day,
12 times a day.
12 times a day.
That's
It's
right.
not for the week.
That's right.
Yeah, no, it is not, and it's not something you can half-ass.
No, 100% not.
I'm not saying she is.
And I think most people assume that it's like, oh, it's like Kim Kardashian. You just like share stuff about your life and then people get interested.
Oh,
And
it's so easy.
so simple.
You couldn't read stories like us. No one can.
Dude. We sound like such jackasses right now.
I am the best reader ever.
That's true.
You know what?
We are.
4th grade.
4th grade.
I was in the special reading group.
Special?
Yeah, I was in the Gray Walruses, the most elite reading group in 3rd grade. If that doesn't make me qualified, if I wasn't born to read, I don't know what I was born to do.
I had to go read
You're
with
right.
the special kids too.
I was about to say, you didn't really position yourself really well there. Oh, gotta love it. Well, you know what? Let's do what we do best and keep
Read
reading.
the damn story.
I have always been on the fence about having kids, but she really wanted us to have one together, so I agreed to try to have my vasectomy reversed.
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Already has a vasectomy.
Do you know how hard it is to reverse a vasectomy?
What, reverse back? Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
Don't want to think about it. Don't want to think about it.
Why do you not want to think about it? Did you get vasectomized? Why don't you want to think about it, John?
I didn't get vasectomized. And I also did not get a vasectomy.
Would you get a vasectomy?
No.
Will you wear wigs?
Maybe.
When will you wear wigs?
Let's say you're pumping out like 30 kids.
I mean, if I have 30 kids, absolutely.
So then you would get a vasectomy.
Sure, but I probably won't have 30
10 kids?
Probably after 10 kids, yeah.
Okay, so 10
But
is
I
a
might
little-
go up to 10.
Up to 10?
I could be liable depending on how well we do here.
10 kids?
Maybe, dude.
So the amount of kids you have is a factor of how much disposable income you have.
that is a huge factor, yes.
Damn.
He's responsible.
So you're trying to raise a village.
I'm not.
But if you can.
I'm not trying. I've always said it historically. I want to have 5 kids. That's what I've always
5?
historically said. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I
that's
had
what I've
no
always said.
idea.
How
Do you
many
know
kids
about
do you
this,
want?
Riley?
Yeah, he told me that.
5 kids? I didn't know.
Yeah.
However, as I grow older, I'm not as gung ho in that direction. Although I'm still very open to it.
Damn.
What about you, Sam?
I mean, I'm a classic 2.
4.
Classic 2.
My girlfriend wants 4.
And we're starting right now.
There you go. Yeah. But speaking of babies and pregnancy, my wife is now 7 months pregnant.
Wow, congrats.
So timely. We are so freaking happy. My ex-wife, 38 female, I'm guessing not so happy, divorced me in 2019 and moved about 2 hours away a few months into the pandemic. Our divorce was amicable But once it was finalized, I never heard from her again, even when I would wish her well on birthdays and holidays. I even sent her a graduation gift when I heard that she finished her PhD program. Other people in our social circle, including my parents and sister-in-law who sent her a gift, received handwritten thank you cards. So this is an intentional
shunning.
Which, not to justify the shunning,
It's your ex-wife. I mean, like,
if you run and get...
I think this potentially might have been before the current girlfriend, though. Potentially. Like, I feel like the shunning
He
started...
met his 26-year-old girlfriend 5 years ago. If he met her any earlier...
When did OP and his ex-wife
Sorry,
break up?
20... She was 21 when they... Oh, actually. My 26 wife... Yeah, 26 female... for 5 years. So he was with her. He started seeing her when she was 21.
But when did the ex and his wife? When did he break up with his ex-wife?
That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know that we have.
My question is: did the shunning happen prior to the relationship? Prior to 5 years,
point. Which it absolutely could have. Yes, you're totally right. Yeah, I think I was getting something mixed up. Totally could have happened. I didn't get so much as a text. My ex-wife is a really kind and thoughtful person, and the woman I knew would have at least sent a thank you text if her worst enemy sent her a gift. Well, maybe you're worse than her worst enemy, pal.
Emotional damage.
Even though we broke up, I didn't think she hated me. Or maybe she started icing him out after he started dating the girl. Because this is more current times, I think.
Yeah.
You could still be right, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could have started before he dated this girl.
Because it doesn't sound like oh, she was super nice to me in the early parts of being separated, and now she's
you're sorry, you're right. It was as soon as the divorce was finalized. Is when she stopped talking.
So it
to him.
sounds like it was like if the divorce was finalized
before he met the girl, which we have to assume.
I have to assume.
Great point.
Unless
Great
it was
point.
infidelity on his part, but I don't think that's true.
I don't think so. I think you cracked the case, Detective Sam. We got it, baby. My best friend, 35 male, and I were best friends since college. He's the best person I know, and at least 10 people think he's their best friend, but he said I was always his. We kind of lost touch during the pandemic. We live 2 hours apart, and he is a lawyer and teaches classes at a university, so he is really busy. I have a really busy career and a new wife and 3 kids. I didn't realize that the texts between us were fewer, and the last time he finally replied to me was in late 2021. He also falls off the face of the earth when he gets a new girl, and then when things cool off, we all hear from him more.
Conspiracy theory.
Hit me with it, baby. Boom.
He's dating OP's ex-wife.
Ooh. But he always pulls back from communication when there's a new girl.
The new girl is OP's ex-wife.
But it seems he's saying in previous relationships he would also not be as communicative.
Yes, but the reason that OP's ex-wife is not communicating with OP is because OP's ex-wife cheated with his best friend, and now they are officially together in public.
Interesting. It could be. It could
Back
be.
to reality.
Let's get back to reality. We have always been the kind of friends that could go an extended period of time without communicating, then pick right back up where we left off. I kept saying that I would eventually call him when things are less busy. My wife and I went to visit the city he and my ex-wife live in last summer for a week, and I tried calling him a couple of times to meet up, but he never answered.
Suspicious. Maybe he's too busy boning your ex-wife.
Oh, God.
Maybe your current wife.
Oh, God. I was sad, but just figured he was busy with work or obsessed with a new girlfriend. I have other friends there, so I got to see them. Then I went to the city again by myself in October for a Halloween party. I figured he'd be at this party, and I was psyched that I'd get to see him then. He was there. When I went to say hi and hug him, he looked a little surprised and gave me a weak hug. Damn. Your
Suspicious.
conspiracy theory is looking more and more like reality. He just said, yeah, I was on honeymoon that week. Sorry I didn't get back to you.
Didn't get invited to the wedding.
Clearly did not.
Why?
I was really shocked to hear that he'd gotten married and a little hurt that my best friend got married without me even knowing he had a serious girlfriend, but still was happy for him. Like I said, he's a great guy. Girls love him. I spit out a rush of questions like, who is she? Where is she? What's her name? What's she like? Where'd you meet her? How long have you been together? He paused for a moment and then just bluntly said, it's your ex-wife.
Who called it?
Dude. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. He called the freak out of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feel good about that.
My ex-wife doesn't have a unique name or anything. Now, he said the ex-wife's first name.
Oh.
My ex-wife doesn't have a unique first name or anything, but it isn't the most common name either, and I instantly knew it was her. I can't describe how it felt to hear those two words come out of his mouth. I felt sick to my stomach.
Nice.
Disgusted. And immediately wanted to die. I have never felt like that before. I just said, what the F?
I feel bad for OP.
Dude, that's tough. That is really tough.
But I mean, was OP the one who cheated, or was it the ex-wife that cheated?
I don't know that there was any cheating. Right, Riley? I don't think there was.
No.
We haven't heard about any cheating.
It was
besides
divorce.
in the title.
Divorce was amicable. I forgot about the title.
But let's get back to the story.
Let's do it.
I think we're about to get more information.
He told me that I didn't get to be mad because I broke her heart and they didn't start dating until 2 years after we got divorced, and that I chose to be with some waitress anyways. Ouch, dude. A best friend flipped.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he's riding for his wife now, which, I mean.
Yeah.
I drank the rest of the weekend because it was really the only way I was able to sleep. My God, I feel betrayed by both of them. I don't know, buddy. My best friend since I was 20 years old married my ex-wife behind my effing back.
And also, like, not even a, hey, I'm thinking about your wife hit me up, or like.
I think the wife and him should have sent some communication, even if it's just a, hey, this is going to happen.
And the divorce was apparently amicable.
From OP's perspective, it was amicable.
But she was cheating with him. I bet you she was cheating with him. I bet you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question about bro code in girls.
Ooh.
What is it, Riley?
I'll ask it after this.
Oh, cool. I was married to her for 6 years, and they were never even friends, and now they are in love with each other. I also found out that he talked crap about my current wife and me behind my back and never liked her. Friends are flipping up. I went back home, and I know that I was distant with my wife and the kids because I was just hurting so much. After a couple of weeks, we had a big fight, and she called me out on being distant and accused me of cheating. I finally came clean and told her about my ex and my best friend, which she scoffed about and said she'd known about them for a long time now because of social media.
Everyone knew besides OP.
That is so funny.
Oh.
Bro, you know, maybe he did what we did, deleted all his apps, went black and white brick phone.
Yeah.
And he just
John
hasn't
and
been
I
on
are
any feeds.
feedless. We're feedless.
We're feedless, baby.
Yeah.
Or we have
Living in the moment.
This is basically text on a brick.
Life is my feed.
That's right. Wow. Double tap.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Thanks, Riley. Riley always gasses us up every once in a while. Like,
That was so good.
I didn't think that joke was that great, but then Riley just felt like, dang,
It
man.
was just like I did not expect it at all.
This is why Riley's our great hype man. I flew into a rage and we fought for hours. She betrayed me by not telling me the entire time she knew. Oh, Pete.
I don't know if she betrayed you.
Pipe down.
She may have
my
just
friend.
assumed you knew and didn't want to bring up a ruckus.
Chill out. Don't be rash. She didn't say anything when I mentioned my best friend not returning my calls or messages.
Okay, maybe that.
Maybe that. I didn't get to sleep before going to work, and after work, I just stayed with my parents for a few days. When I finally got back home, we got into another fight, and she accused me of still being in love with my ex and said that I wouldn't care if I wasn't.
Well, it could be more to do with the fact that the person who you thought was your best friend betrayed you.
100%, yeah. I called her stupid. This is just bad for everyone.
Toxic.
I called her stupid and said that she wouldn't understand because she doesn't have any friends.
Is that what OP said?
Yes. What? That's what he said to his
Bro,
wife.
this is getting hella toxic.
Bro,
but I'm here
come
for it.
on.
Eating the popcorn like Michael
Oh my
Jackson.
God, for real. I wouldn't care if my ex-wife got married to anyone else if it wasn't my best friend.
I understand that. I understand that.
It hurts for sure. I don't see what is so hard to understand about that. We made up eventually, but I feel sick to my stomach. This guy needs some Tums over here.
Yeah.
I feel sick to my stomach every day, and things aren't the same in our relationship. I love my wife, but I've come to realize it's not the same way I loved my ex-wife.
So OP maybe does? Or is it at least comparing? to his ex-wife.
We're definitely comparing.
He's definitely
At a-
jealous.
At
He's
a
jealous.
minimum. At a
He's
minimum
jealous
right
of
now.
his best friend.
Now
Oh, yeah.
that he has her, he's like, dang, she's looking pretty good.
Pretty fine.
Classic. I
Almost
hate
like
those
a
people.
woman my own age.
I want to slap those people.
someone
in
I
the
can
face.
more relate with.
Yeah. After running away with a 21-year-old. Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Come
She's
on.
worried about, oh, my classes, rather than like, oh, my mortgage.
Exactly. Thank you, Riley.
Remember that when you had to worry about that? Now you're like, where am I gonna sleep in the old man community? What do you call that again? Where you live?
No.
What is that called?
No. I'm
What
not
is it?
giving it to you.
What is it
I'm
called?
not
Old
giving
folks
it to
home.
you.
Old folks home. What color is your loofah? I bet it's like pink.
What color is my loofah?
We've gone over this joke before.
Sorry.
We've gone over it.
I forget.
He forgets. It makes sense.
I have a
The retirement community.
They have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
where it's like
right.
stuff.
I remember now.
Come
yeah.
on.
I forgot.
You make it too easy for him.
I know.
Bright pink.
You're totally right. You're totally right. Shut up. Okay, back to the story. My wife doesn't love me the same way my ex-wife did either. Bros. So basically, OP is saying, I realized I don't love my current wife the way I loved my ex, and you know what? Come to think of it, my current wife doesn't love me like my ex did. This is crazy.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
This
Whoa.
is crazy. I have started to regret the things that led to our divorce because we were really happy until the moment she left me. Bro, come on. I don't even have my best friend to call because he's too busy effing my ex-wife to care about me anymore. Everything feels empty and like a lie now. OP is so overdramatic. I'm sorry.
Dude, his whole world is crumbling down.
I mean, yes, but he's a little overdramatic.
Cut him some slack. Come on.
No.
No?
A lot of friends agree that they both betrayed me, but I think I need to move on. Fair. Even my dad and brother told me to get over it. My
Nice.
sister-in-law yelled at me, and my mom tries to comfort me, but I know she's overhearing about my problems. I have to pretend I'm okay, but I'm not. No one gives a crap about mental health when it comes to men. I've brought up couples therapy to my wife, but she said she thinks that we're okay since we are working through things.
I can't help, or I can't not help.
That's what I'm saying. I'm always like, hey, my leg isn't broken. Why do I need to see a doctor? Maybe to get healthier and get more fit.
Yeah.
And,
Like Barry Bonds was already good at baseball, but then when he did steroids, he was even better.
that's what I'm saying.
So it's just like, use the steroids,
Barry
to
Bonds.
make your relationship better.
That's right. Love steroids. Yeah. Pumping that love. Guess I have to pretend for the rest of my life now because divorce is not on the table.
I mean, it can always be on the table.
You can put it on the table.
We can put it on the
confused.
table.
I'm confused.
I'm confused about this mix of stipulations.
Yeah, this is like I feel like OP's like we could never get divorced, even though OP has literally been divorced before.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I need advice on what to do and how to get closure. I am thinking of driving to their city to show up and force them to talk to me so I can move on. Terrible idea. Is that too much to ask? Yes, it is. How do I get my wife to see that it is hard to trust her after knowing she kept a big secret from me for such a long time?
It's so rough because trust eroded with the three most important people in OP's life
Yes.
at the same time.
Domino. Just straight dominoes. Okay.
Which I understand him being like, my whole world's falling down.
I totally agree with that. And OP hasn't admitted that he's the one that's cheated yet. Maybe that will come later in the arguments and
I don't think OP's
confrontation.
cheated.
Yeah?
Wait, cheating happened?
Potentially.
We don't know
According to
yet.
the title.
We don't know yet. But okay, you
probably
know
was
what?
OP.
If OP didn't cheat, actually that does change a lot of things.
I don't think OP. We have no evidence.
We
of
have
him
no
cheating.
evidence
He
of
didn't
it,
Talk
yeah.
about cheating.
I'm gonna say he did cheat. I just feel like he did. I don't know why. Something in my gut. Maybe that I'm hungry, or maybe that he cheated. Not sure.
That's true.
I think OP's best friend cheated with his wife while they were still together.
Yeah, that
what I think.
that is really bad.
But is there an update?
Oh, there's an update.
Oh, I have a question real quick for
Yes,
you
sir.
guys. Bro code.
Oh, yeah, bro
Yes,
code.
yes,
Okay,
bro
okay,
code. Bro code me.
So, Sam, let's say you and the girl you're seeing break it off, and then I start seeing her, how would you feel about that? Would you want me to ask you for your permission for that? Or
Yeah.
would you be like, okay, if I just went ahead for it?
No, you would say like, hey, I've been talking to so-and-so. But yeah, you would definitely have to ask.
Have to?
Yeah, for sure.
What if I didn't?
Then that would be a violation of bro code. It would be pretty effed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big bro violation.
Yeah.
Big bro code violation.
Now, okay, that was the only question I had.
Well, it's settled.
Yeah. I think like anyone that
But you've only been seeing her for like 3 months, though.
Wait, you brought a hypothetical into reality. Wait.
It's only 3 months.
Or any of my exes, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyone that I hooked up with.
that's fair. Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
Wow, that's
Now-
a lot of people.
Here's the question. Okay,
It's like 11 people.
I can't talk to an army of women. Here's a question. So obviously, ask and check in before. Where does the line get drawn? Because like for instance, I would say if you were dating someone and you've dating someone for like a year plus, you break up and then Riley's like the day after, like, hey, can I date her? You're like, no, this is like too much, right?
Too fresh. But
Too
if it's
fresh.
like a couple years after,
Yeah.
and he's like, and it's in the same friend group and they've been talking and then like something's happening, then yeah. But like the polite thing is to ask first.
Definitely.
Even though like it would probably be a dick move on my part to say like, no, you can't. Like you wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
But the appropriate thing to do is to say something.
So where's the cutoff?
Oh, of like how many months post?
Yeah. What's the time?
I would say twice as long as the relationship lasted.
Oh. Dude,
Wow.
yeah. So if you
Is
dated,
there like a cap, though?
No,
but if you dated for a day, then 2 days
2
later,
days. Yeah,
Riley
for
could
a
come
day, 2
swoop
days
in.
later. Yeah,
So 2 years is 4 years?
yeah.
Wow.
I think
I
you're-
think
that's
two.
right.
I think I agree with the double, but like 2 year max.
No.
Can you not get over someone over 2 years?
But what if you dated someone? You dated someone for 20 years. Then you have to wait 40 years.
Yeah, 40 years.
Wow.
But dude, I mean, dating, being married or dating plus being in a relationship with someone. Sorry, for 20 years, dude, you need a lot of time to lapse. A lot of time.
Yeah. Like 10 years.
40.
That's a safe zone. That's so double the time is the
Absolute
automatic safe zone.
Yeah.
And it's possible
To be okay.
to be okay with less time, but that's when you enter like possibly red territory.
Yeah.
It's like green and then yellow to orange to red.
And also
on
like
this side.
that person just may not want to hang out with you anymore.
True.
Putting on this on the table, I don't want to get any flames in the comments. I would never date anyone that Sam has dated.
Riley
ever.
is trying to date the person I'm dating.
No, I would never do that.
He's trying.
I'm in a happy relationship. I was just trying to get some animosity going.
That's
But
right.
my bro code? No. That's not your bro. Honestly, it's not your bro. If a bro dates another girl that you've already dated, low-key, you're dead to me. Gonna be honest. That's how I feel about it.
Even if it's twice as long as the relationship was?
Yep.
Dang.
'Cause
So
I used to love her, bro, and now you want to take her now? Come on,
boinking.
come on.
for you, it's literally never.
Never.
Literally
Never.
never. Yeah.
When I put
I like never more.
yeah.
Never is better.
I like never more.
Never is better.
That's kind of I was trying to be a little reasonable. I like
Yeah.
but ideally never.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because to me, I'm like, in my experience, it takes some time to develop those feelings in that time being in a relationship. So if you need to check with your bro before you enter the relationship, it can't really get so far that it's like, but I'm desperately
Yeah.
in love with her. It's like, no, you're just like maybe in the very
Like, hey,
initial stages.
Could I go on a date with this
And
person?
you're like, okay, it's not a good reason for that. And then you back off and then the feelings don't grow
Yeah.
to a point of
Yeah.
no return.
Yeah.
You can either be my friend or be with her.
Yeah.
Can't have both.
Agreed.
Like I could not like no, absolutely not. That would no.
Yeah.
Horribly no.
Yeah. When you put me in it, I'm like, oh, wait a second. Dang. Now I see. I'm seeing the lights.
Giving Sam a hard time. You're like, oh, wait.
I know, right? Like this freaking guy, like, oh wait, he's totally right. Whoop. Anyways,
Empathy in real time.
empathy in real time. Let's get back to this update. So we're gonna get right back. We're gonna get right.
Dude, are you okay? You sound like you got a gnarly cough, dude.
No, yeah, I'm not doing too good, and I have a confession to make. I am a nincompoop.
Why?
Because I have had this cough for like almost 2 weeks when I literally have ZocDoc on my phone and can look it up right now.
You literally should get that checked out.
Okay, so I have ZocDoc open right now. I'm literally doing the search as we're talking, and I just found a place that can take care of my cough 1.9 miles away, 4.83 stars with 36 open appointments tomorrow.
That is very close. It sounds like you can get this cough sorted.
It sounds like I need to use ZocDoc, and you should too, because ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you.
And instantly book appointments with them online.
And these docs all have verified reviews from actual real patients like the one I just read.
We're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed, credible doctors and specialists.
And you can filter for ones that take your insurance
And treat basically any condition you're searching for.
And the typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between just 24 and 72 hours.
Sometimes even the same day.
I use ZocDoc. We use ZocDoc. Everyone does.
Go to ZocDoc.com/OKOP and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today.
Again, that's ZocDoc.com/OKOP, ZocDoc.com/OKOP. Let's get back to the show. The overwhelming consensus here is that I am a piece of crap, which is true. Opie calls himself a piece of crap, even with even harsher terms. The other consensus is that I need therapy. I'm asked my brother to help me, but neither of us even know where to begin to find a therapist.
Wait. Well, you could go to
the internet.
Sponsors.
Yeah.
You could
Internet.
go listen to OKOP.
Yes.
Therapist
And,
Light.
and search it
That's
on the
free.
internet.
Yeah, and we're better than therapists because we can actually give advice.
Honestly, join our Discord. Go to our
right.
Discord.
Yeah.
And hang with people that are here to support you. Yeah. Yep. But yeah,
Therapists legally cannot give you advice, but we can.
Yeah.
Because we're not licensed. But we have so much wisdom.
We have a wealth of knowledge.
Between all three of us.
We have more knowledge than any therapist.
Yeah, between the three of us, we have 300 years worth of experience. John taking on most of it.
so I'm like 200. I'm over 200 years old. I'm literally. How did we go from 27 to over 200? Truly, how did we get here? How did we arrive at this point in time? How did we get here?
Yeah.
You know,
If
if
you
you've lived as many years as you, I would be wondering the same thing. How did we get to this point in time? It's been so long.
I can't even remember it. Can't even remember what's going on anymore. What happened if I just, you know what?
what was that?
I just made some notes. It's okay.
I saw that.
You don't
What
need to
was
worry about
that?
it. You don't need to worry about it. It's for the future.
John's going to do something.
For the future. For the future.
Oh boy.
Let's get back to the story. He said he would ask his wife to help us, and she texted me this morning and said she was only helping because of my brother. I guess that's fair. Okay, wait a second. So picking up on that real quick. So him and his brother are like, oh, how do you find a therapist? I don't even know where to begin. And then he's like, hey, could your wife help us? And the wife is like, I'm only helping you because of you're my husband's brother.
I feel like everyone hates OP.
Because maybe OP cheated.
Yep. Called it.
Because
I'm confused.
hold on. The original original Reddit title, OP 37 male cheated on his first wife.
Oh, so OP did cheat on his first wife.
I believe so. I don't know that we.
But how did it end amicably if he cheated?
I wonder if she was very cordial and like, hey, I'm not going to give you disfavorable terms. I'm not going to fight you, like whatever. I'm just going to, but she's like, let me make this easy to be done with it. I'll smile. I'll shake the hand, whatever. And then I'm freaking ghosting him. That seems very probable to me, right?
Yeah.
I'll just put up with him during the divorce.
So he never brought up the fact that he cheated in this entire story except in the title? Is that what I'm understanding that right?
So far, nothing.
No wonder everyone hates him.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Because
like,
he's not really like, I don't see many instances of a-holery except like calling his wife stupid and stuff like that's pretty effed up.
Yeah.
But
I'm getting little tiny hints.
yeah, little hints,
Little-
but it's from his perspective, so it's like harder to pick up on.
Yeah.
biggest hint, age gap.
Age gap. Yeah.
That should have,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, you leave your wife. What's so crazy is if you cheat on your wife, get divorced, and then you immediately run to a 21-year-old.
Well, I think that's what happened.
That's what I'm saying. Is that's kind of
That's
crazy.
Yeah, and also not realizing why your wife wouldn't talk to you afterwards.
Yes.
Now it all makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's true, which I think now we're understanding it is, that OP cheated on his wife with a 21-year-old and then immediately got with her, had a kid with her, got married.
He hasn't had a kid yet. She has 3 kids from a previous relationship.
Are they not having a kid?
They're talking about
Okay.
getting a kid, but haven't.
Anyway,
actually
got
had it.
married.
Yes. Yeah.
Of course his ex-wife is not going to want to talk to him.
Yes.
The best friend cheating, or the best friend, I would still probably feel a little sad about the best friend.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it, but like,
But you
they hadn't
kind of
talked.
you have to have a twinge of like came for me.
Yeah,
A twinge.
and also like, when did this story take place?
This story took place
February 9th
of this year.
of 2024.
Okay, so that's pretty recent.
Okay, but you haven't talked to your best friend, quote unquote best friend, since 2021.
Yep.
You haven't talked to your best friend in 3 years.
Oh, time out. So
Timing
the
out.
original title is ex-wife married my best friend. It's killing me and destroyed my marriage. That's the original title. So this is
so
like,
not like the
these are like
the update title. Okay.
these are the
Right,
update
right.
titles. Yeah. So that's the original title right there.
Okay, so okay. So we haven't. Yeah, wait, but when did the first one come? Yeah, it's all in 2024.
Yeah, it's all in February
So
2024.
how is your best friend? How are you not talking to your best friend since 2020 in 3 years, and that's still your best friend?
Yeah.
That seems kind of sus.
I think OP is a little like, I don't know what the right way to think, but like for example, him
obtuse.
yeah, like him being like, okay, I haven't seen this guy in 3 years, and like, I mean, maybe that's a bad example, but yeah,
You haven't talked to your best friend in, like, I understand not, like, some of my best friends I haven't seen
yes,
in years.
yeah,
But I talk to them
Yeah.
like a couple times a month.
100%,
Like to not talk to your best friend
Your
in
best
3
friend.
years, that's crazy. That's not your best friend.
yes, that
Not your best friend.
yes, literal facts.
Yeah.
Literal facts. But now we got some relevant comments. Republic of Gary says, I called her stupid and said that she wouldn't understand because she doesn't have any friends. This is quoting OP.
A-hole move.
A-hole move. Calls her stupid and says she doesn't have any friends. Crazy. Well done, Professor. The commenter says. Video Slacker says, apparently neither does he. If your best friend doesn't speak to you for 3 years.
Exactly. Are you an idiot? Yeah. Okay. This is all like, I feel like this is coming together.
Yeah. Oh, but poor OP. Oh, it's okay. He's got it. No. I was spanking him from the beginning. Aha. They may be your best friend, but you are not theirs. Inside Sector 4377 says, what led to your divorce? Did you cheat? Were there problems that couldn't be solved? And how much longer after the divorce did you start dating your current wife and married her? Another important piece of information.
All right. Now we're getting to
Now-
the brass tacks.
now we're getting to
we're
it.
getting somewhere. All right. Let's freaking go.
Basically, tell us what led to the divorce and marriage to your current wife. To which OP responds, my ex-wife found out about me sleeping with my current wife.
No shoot.
Found out about me sleeping with my current wife.
No, dude, this guy is an a-hole
Bro.
for not telling the truth.
Idiot. Absolute. No, he's,
Dummy.
you know what? He's not an idiot. He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
knows what he's doing.
trying to gain
He's
sympathy
vindictive.
points on the internet.
Yes.
You're not getting sympathy, buddy.
I broke up with my current wife for my ex-wife
This was initially.
so we could work things out.
I think initially after his ex-wife caught him cheating.
Got you. She decided she wanted a divorce a couple of months later, even though I begged her to try with me. So basically that was him trying to be like, okay, let me do this. Out of respect, I tried to make sure the divorce was easy as possible. I got back together with my current wife while we were separated, which to me, if I'm the wife and then the best friend that ends up getting with my ex, I'm like, all right, this scumbag. Like he only got rid of the girl out of like desperation to try and cling onto this relationship that he wants, but he just runs right back to her, you know? No Reflection 5401 says, so if any of this is true, you at 32 cheated on your wife with a 21-year-old with 3 kids. Your divorce was not amicable. She just wanted you out of her life as quickly and painlessly as possible.
How do you say your divorce is amicable when you cheated? That's not amicable.
He's saying I believe the way
he's an idiot.
The way he frames and sees it in his mind is she's like, oh, she gave me what I wanted. It was easy. It was quick. It was simple. There wasn't like fighting. But in reality, she's just like, I'm just going to get through with this and get out of here.
Yeah.
But to your point, he was surprised that she didn't talk to him anymore, which is like, bruh, obviously.
Get a grip.
Obviously.
Get a grip.
The fact she never replied to you even once after the divorce was finalized wasn't a hint? OP, I do really wish that I found out that day and felt happy for them, or at least felt nothing.
You're not responding to the comment.
Yeah, you're not. Yes, you're right. He's not responding to it. I buried a lot of feelings down when I married my current wife, and they all came flooding out. Are you kidding me?
What is this sob story? I don't feel bad for him.
I miss my best friend. I miss my ex-wife. I am so sorry I hurt her. I love her and never stopped loving her, and that scares me because I don't want to hurt my wife. I know I effed up, dude. You effed up
royally.
Irredeemably.
It's so crazy how much more information we just got. Like that just changed.
Which
everything.
makes sense because he's both, I would argue he's both an idiot and vindictive, which is a terrible combination. Yeah. Devil Got My Eye says, your story made my day. It's nice to know that is doing its thing.
Let's go.
Ouch. But Sam, this
John
is not over.
Is there an update?
My God, is there one?
Yeah. Is it thick? Is it juicy?
Thick. It's juicy. And it's 2 months later.
Oh.
This is kind of an update to my last post a few months ago, and I'm also hoping for advice on how to best navigate this. I have tried a couple of times to write this update, but I get stressed trying to make it all make sense, so I will just dump it all here and hope it comes out okay. I guess I should start by saying that I have a lot more issues than my original post addressed, or that I even recognized at the time. Cheating's no big deal. You know, I totally forgot.
Yeah, they didn't teach me that in school.
How was I supposed to know?
You're not. No one knows.
You're right.
You have to be taught it. Through Reddit, I guess. Reddit is the only way to know that cheating is bad.
I didn't go to Reddit University. I am the a-hole for that.
We are your Reddit professors, and let me tell you, this guy passed. Yeah, he passed. He did pass.
And it's time to read and learn. School is in session. Therapy is helping me uncover a lot of it, and it's really uncomfortable on the good days and crushing on the bad days, even though they don't tell you directly what to do. Shout out to Riley. So many people talk about how they feel so much better after going to therapy, but I feel worse.
Sometimes you have to feel worse to feel better. Like a Rubik's Cube, you gotta make it more unsolved to actually solve it.
Dude, no way. I've been thinking about that so much recently. I cannot believe you said that. I have actually been wanting to mention that on the podcast. And you just did it. Wow.
Here we are, baby.
Hive mind.
I'm still going to go, though, because for as much as it sucks, it is helping me learn better ways of dealing with things. It is also helping me explain myself to me a little bit better, explaining himself to himself. Like, I am a crappy person, but I wasn't always a crappy person, and I am starting to see where it all went wrong. Interesting. I feel like understanding that is the only way I can address those things and then become a better person. To very quickly, sidebar, it does at least sound like OP is on the journey of realizing, oh, I keep doing these effed up things and am at least pointed in the direction of betterment, which is what we want for people who do bad things.
Yes, we do. I have seen no proof other than going to therapy that he has done a good thing.
That is true.
But still going to therapy is a good thing.
Self-accusation, though. Did I say that right?
Self-actualization.
Yeah, self-actualization is, I think.
Damn. Dude. This guy's the over here.
There was a lot of syllables, okay?
Okay. It's right next to vasectomized. I'm so sorry, but vasectomized is amazing, dude.
Because you're a victim, too,
Wow.
of a vasectomy.
Riley, I'm going to save you here, and I'm going to keep reading. I did inpatient therapy then after my release. I see a therapist in her office once a week and meet virtually once a week. I also see a psychiatrist every 2 weeks and started on some medications. Oh, he's doing full dosage here. It's weird how I can kind of see them helping parts of my brain, but dueling other parts and making my body not feel the best.
Dolan.
It happens. I try to explain it to the doctor, but he just tells me that it's going to take some time for them to fully work and that eventually I will get used to it.
I mean, that's most depression and anxiety meds. Like, a lot of it is a slow burn.
That's true. That is very true. Boys and girls.
Oh, what?
My wife had the baby. I forgot / didn't know she was pregnant.
The baby with his...
I believe
his
current younger wife.
Yeah.
Which is okay. So maybe they did get, because they did talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now
I think they were pregnant.
Yes. But while I was away, she told me about the possibility of the baby not being mine.
How you get them is how you lose them.
That's right. That's right. She was willing. She was willing to get with a married man. And what did she do? Go out and run around on her own married man. Wow, dude. I don't know if OP can take this blow.
I think OP is
This
gonna
might be the final boss.
OP is gonna be hurt, but at least he has a therapist now.
That is true. The whole team.
Whole team.
A mental health team at his disposal. I grieved that so much, but I decided it wasn't much good dwelling on it too much right now until we know for sure once she was born. The results came back last week, and she is not mine.
You are not
The baby isn't his. Dude.
No, turn around.
Oh, yeah. I was like, turn around. Riley.
Backstabbed.
Dude,
I like backstabbing.
but I hate to say it.
Karma comes back.
What goes around comes around.
Also, don't think I missed your comment. Don't think I missed your comment,
What?
okay?
What do you say?
That's for you, me, and all the viewers right now because the editor kept that little bit in. All right? Comment below. Backstabbing.
Oh, booty stabbing, anal
Sure.
Stabbing from the back.
stabbing in the back.
Now, we haven't made any decisions right now about our relationship, but are living together for the sake of the kids and her recovery from having the baby. She said that if I didn't want to be with her anymore, she'd go back to her home state with her mom and stepdad. She also mentioned that she knew she wouldn't get alimony or child support because of our state. I guess the state doesn't allow child support. The baby's not his. He has no children with her.
He has there's literally no children.
Of course there would not be child support. But I told her I would help her get back home and on her feet if that's what ended up happening, which I would say is a commendable move.
Commendable.
For a woman who
Cheated.
She's a stay-at-home mom. She cheated on him, so he's being very
But
gracious.
also cheated so much so that she got pregnant with someone else's baby.
Whoa. That's
most
52 times.
Yeah, most likely it's not just once.
Yeah, and lied to him by not telling him her fear, which she eventually realized, and I bet she knew. I bet she knew for sure the whole time.
Knew what?
Knew that the baby was not his. I bet she was in her deepest part of her soul, wasn't 100% sure, obviously.
Yeah.
But was like, probably the child is the affair partner,
I don't
so
know if you
not
could.
my husband.
I don't think you'd know that though. If you're having two people equally,
Maybe it was an eagle.
even that, I don't think.
I don't know. Maybe. She was trying to have a kid with. That's so crazy that she got, dude. As soon as she started getting pregnant, and then she was cheating. That's crazy. Anyway,
Oh, maybe it was like
that's maybe what spurred it.
I see. Like I know I'm pregnant. Let's try to get pregnant now.
Oh, I did not even think about that.
I thought that's what you were thinking about, and I didn't think about that. And then I realized, oh, that's what you're thinking, so I started thinking it.
Dude, accidental discovery.
Whoa.
This is like the potato chip of cheating.
Mm-hmm. It was potato chip.
They discovered it by accident.
Whoa.
Love that, don't you, Sam?
How?
It was a cook, and it was a fancy restaurant in like the late 1800s, and the cook sliced the fries too thin, and the people eating sent it back, and they were like, oh, these fries are way too thick. And so he's like, fine, screw you. And he sliced them so thin that they were basically chips. And then they were like, we actually love this dish. And then they made it like a staple at their restaurant. And then it became a thing.
Whoa.
That's the legend. That's the
The
lore.
potato chip is a great invention.
It is an incredible invention.
I mean, it's one of the, like, potato chips are universal.
That's
What
correct.
America was founded on.
And we,
chips and beer.
and we just founded the potato chip of cheating
We did.
by accident.
Well,
There you go.
Beautiful.
Accidental geniuses.
yeah, geniuses.
Yes, I'm claiming it. So, since I got back home, I have stepped up more and have been active as a dad, which has been really good for me.
Are you really a dad? If
He has no
There-
children.
You have no children.
He has no
He's a
direct
stepdad.
children.
He's a stepdad.
He's a stepdad. He's a stepdad. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Give
fair
him
Okay,
stepdad.
okay, okay,
I'll give him
Don't
stepdad.
beat
I'll
him
give
while he's down.
enough. Right? Bro is just like about to die. He's on life support right now.
Yeah, man is hurt.
Oh my gosh. Being a responsible and present father helps me forget about all the other stuff in the moment. But it would be a lie for me to say that I don't worry about how much it'll hurt to lose them if we break up, since they are not biologically or legally mine. I also just worry about them a lot and think they deserve to have a safe, stable, happy childhood. I'm really sad that the baby isn't mine. I wanted her to be mine more than anything in the world, but I find it really hard to be angry with my wife for some reason. I cheated on my first wife with her, so it's kind of in a way. Kinda. And what could I really expect when our relationship started the way that it did?
I
Plus,
like that OP is finally being self-aware.
finally figuring it out. Plus, there's this other part of me that understands that she is a deeply damaged person like me. I don't really want to go into a lot of details, but we both lived through some similar crap happening to us when we were kids that bonded us. Trauma bond. Neither of us really dealt with it, but I thought that I was okay because I grew up privileged and she didn't.
Trauma bond.
It isn't a song.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So I always had more opportunities than she did. I also thought that since I didn't think about it as much, I was okay. She thought about it all the time, and she was not okay. So because I was rich, I was good to go, but she was a poor who can't handle the truth. My ex-wife is an amazing woman, and she deserves to be happy. I sent her an email and just kind of poured my heart out about how sorry I am for hurting her. I would rip my heart out to give it to her if it helped her heal from the heartbreak I caused her. I said in the email that I didn't expect a reply and that I would never attempt to contact her again after that. Super quick, right move or nah? Chat, right move or nah?
It sounds
Right move or
like
not?
he is, it sounds like a cry for help, like a final cry for help.
Yeah,
I bet she's worried about him.
I do kind of like the move, but maybe a little further in his journey of healing, perhaps.
Yeah, it feels like this is too raw.
Marinate on it, like really feel it and make sure it's the right time and the right decision. She got in contact with my brother a few times to check on me, and she's called me twice, and we've talked for a few hours about everything. She's really happy and she's doing well. I'm proud of her and she deserves to be happy. I am really lucky that I had the years I had with her, but now it's time to accept how I screwed up and try my best to do better going forward. I don't think I will ever contact her again, but would be happy to hear from her if she ever reaches out again. It still hurts a little, but I understand now that that door is fully closed. Pretty good, but we'll see. There's more. The door with my friend is closed too.
Good.
We haven't spoken, and we probably never will, but that's okay. I found out from other friends that he was always in love with my ex-wife, and that he was the person who convinced her to move to where they live now after our divorce. I think knowing helps because the story I created in my head was far worse. I also understand now why no one wanted to tell me. My brother and I got so close again, which his wife isn't the happiest about. I am not sure where I would be right now if it wasn't for him. We invited them over during the weekend, and at one point, she and I were in a room alone for a few minutes, and I told her that I was sorry, and she just hugged me and told me that I was stupid, but she knows that I'm trying. That's kind of hilarious.
That's cute.
I also have 2 really good friends who have been there for me through everything, even though they have been clear from the very beginning that they have not agreed with my actions. All of them are more than I deserve.
Yeah. And he talked to them 3 years ago?
That's the door's closed. I see this guy, Sam McDonough, with the jokes. My relationship with my parents isn't in the best place right now. They are both really mad at me because my brother confronted them about what I told him related to the thing that happened when I was a kid. So basically, we can infer there was a traumatic experience he had, maybe caused by his parents or his parents were aware of. They feel like this is blaming them and that they did the best they could for me. I think that they are really embarrassed too. I get it, and I don't really blame them. I don't think they knew what to do. But I'm not going to apologize to them either, so until I do, they really don't want to be around me. I'm not sure that this is the update that anyone wanted to read, but it's all I've got. My life is still very much in limbo, maybe even shambles, but I am doing my best to fix it and to fix some of the hurts I have caused others. I would recommend therapy as much as everyone recommended it to me, but I would caution to add that it requires a lot of honesty to work, and sometimes that kind of honesty reopens old wounds. But those wounds are dirty, infected, so you gotta clean them up and treat them to get better, which is going to hurt, but I am not sure there is any other way. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to close out with some relevant comments here. First one coming from Figuring It Out 890, who says, oof. So, you cheated on your first wife with your second wife? Why? If you loved your first wife so much, how long was the affair, and how did she, your ex, your first wife, find out? I don't know about your current wife. Being a mistress turned wife isn't exactly any more high ground to stand on. It sounds like you both are a mess, and the fact that she seemed to still be sleeping around has got to give you a pause. Marriages that start from affairs very rarely make it. Are you sure it wouldn't be better to just walk away and start clean? And lube for sale, no refund says, the current wife had 2 kids when they met. She also was in a relationship with another man, so they were both cheating with each other. She had a 3rd kid while they were enjoying their affairs. I didn't even put that together. So while they were having the affair, she was literally pregnant and about to have the 3rd child. And apparently it was in question whether the dad was her ex or the married coworker she was effing. And now the 4th kid has been born.
Messy.
In the same situation. Wow.
Messy.
Whew. Well, that was a lot.
I'm glad that we finally got some clarity on what OP was actually doing.
He really
Because
kept us hanging there.
He was buttoning it all up, making this sandwich look like a nice extra salami with extra meat.
I have to ask the comments and you, Sam, has OP truly turned a leaf here?
It feels like OP has been doing better
Yes.
for himself and others. So I think, yes.
He's on the path to betterment.
He's on the path.
I would say, I'm obviously not 100% sure, but from what I can infer, it does seem like he is. And he is seeing the error of his ways. Dude, Riley is going hard on the yawn cam today. I'm happy to see OP turn around.
Me too. We love it. We love to see it.
We do love to see it.
You know what I want you guys to do, though?
Talk to me.
Read me another story.
Woo! Yeah!
I need you to be more emphatic, Riley.
I need you to read me another story!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got it, Captain!
Every time you breathe without reading the sentence, another American soldier dies! Read me another darn story!
What story, sir?
You should already know that!
I am Pond Scum. I have found the story. Am I the asshole for dumping my wife after she asked me if I wanted to sleep with other people too? Huh?
One more time. My ears are bleeding.
Am I the a-hole for dumping my wife after she asked me if I wanted to sleep with other people? This comes from Strange Case 3558. They say,
Ooh.
long story, but I will try to keep to the main points. I will start by saying we have been married for almost 20 years.
20 years.
And I have never cheated, not even once.
Wow.
Not even an OTPHJ. One day, a year or so ago, my wife and I were alone on a dock having a couple drinks. My wife out of nowhere asked me if I've ever wanted to have spicy sleep with another woman. I thought she was joking or she was testing me at first, but when I pressed her a bit, she was dead serious. I turned it around and said, "You go first. I need to think about this." As soon as I said that, she brought up a guy from a party we went to a few months ago. Like she brought him up instantly. Like that.
I see you.
After she went, I was kind of shocked. I didn't have an answer for her. There is nobody that I could think about that I wanted to have sex with. I'm not some prude either. I look at Korn like the next guy, but the thought of actually having intercourse with someone else really never entered my mind as a possibility. But when you watch Korn, isn't there a part of you that's imagining having intercourse with that person?
I think I see what he's saying. Have you ever interacted with a person in real life and you're like, I want to sleep with that person.
Sex with you. Yeah, I guess it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was obviously very pissed, but I kept my cool that day. I kept it inside for a while and brought it up to her. The more I thought about that party, the more upset I got. At the party, she did talk to this guy a lot. At one point, I left with the group to get more beer. When I left, she stayed at the party, and so did this guy. ICU?
Double, bro. A lot of ICUs going on over here. This is getting crazy.
When I brought it up to her, she claimed that I am making a big deal out of nothing. That she didn't even...
Riley keeps pressing ICU.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I know.
Yeah,
Not 9.
Oh, sorry.
That she didn't even like that guy, and that it's just the first thing she thought of. Why do you think of it so quick? She claims that she asked for me, that somehow she wanted to see if I was thinking about other women. My brain can be pessimistic and think the worst. Am I overreacting and thinking that my wife wants to F this guy? I mean, didn't she just say she wants to F that guy?
It seems like it. That's what
I think
feeling.
you should be asking, did she already?
Oh.
That maybe they did. And that something happened. I mean, why bring something up like this unless you have a guilty conscience? And there is 2 edits. Before we get into that, John.
Yes, sir.
2 questions.
Yes, sir.
Is OP overreacting? And 2, did OP's wife cheat? What do you think?
So what is the alleged overreaction that he's like questioning his wife?
The alleged overreaction is that he saw her at this party with this guy, and she had just talked about if she were to have sexual relationships with someone, this would be the guy.
Yes.
Essentially.
And so that causes him to be like, are you cheating with this guy?
Yeah. Or, I mean, like initially, I mean, the first thing that he's asking about is, am I the a-hole for thinking that am I the a-hole for thinking that my wife wants to F this guy?
Right.
But literally, OP asks if she's ever wanted to have sex with another man, and she's like, yeah, this guy.
It is the most reasonable assumption on planet Earth that she wants to sleep with this guy. Is
that not literally what she said?
Yes. The answer is no, it is not an overreaction, because she's spelling out in plain English.
Yeah. That is just the facts.
That she is like interested in this guy.
The overreaction comes from, am I overreacting by thinking that my wife actually did hook up with this guy, and any actions thereafter?
I don't think that's an overreaction. And so far, OP, like an overreaction would be you get up, drive to your house, and start throwing all of her stuff in a lake because you think she's cheating without concrete evidence. That's an overreaction. Simply believing that this is highly likely, not an overreaction.
But no,
I'm saying no.
There has been no reaction. I don't think there's been a reaction.
I agree. And on to the, is it possible that this has happened? I totally think it is, because how genius would it be to evil genius specifically? You cheat with this guy, and then you convince your husband, like, oh, let's go see
Other people.
people.
And then you've absolved yourself of the cheating.
And he's never going to think twice about it because he's like, oh, we just had this arrangement and like, you know, we set it all up and all this. So like, we're all good. And I'm getting some on the side too.
You know what? That's a good point.
It's a
The cheating cover up. You cheat, you just tell your partner, hey, let's open up our marriage. Cheating absolved in their mind.
in their mind because they'll be 10 times less suspicious.
Yeah.
I think like I would never, I don't think that would cross my mind.
I'm kind of getting that vibe too.
Right?
But what do you think? Put your answers in the comments below. I'm going to
Let us
close
know.
this out with this edit. It says, this has been eating me up this past year, which is my problem that I let it go on this long. I'm debating my next move and I'm tempted to show her this and to let that start the conversation. This being the Reddit story. Because he's like seeing all the comments basically saying, you should be worried. You should maybe be a bit worried. Nice sneeze catch, Riley.
Thank you.
Almost didn't have it.
But what do y'all think? Should OP be worried? Do you think OP's wife has cheated and is simply using this opening up the marriage as a way to cover it up?
I think so, but you can argue with me if you want.
I think so.
I think so too.
But if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you
And see you tomorrow!